What's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Gen X Army Vet here with a series of videos coming from TikTok. As you read in the title, you can see in the thumbnail, the people are still talk about committing crimes for food instead of just getting something simple like, Uber job or something quick just to get them through what they need to get through, specifically for this EPD or the SNAP benefits cutoff. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
I ain't gonna lie. In Chicago, come November, if you work in these retail stores, Walmart, grocery stores, Food for Less, Jewels, all that shit, all I'm gonna say is don't try to be no hero. It's not worth you getting beat the fuck up to stop somebody from stealing groceries because they didn't cut the link.
That's crazy. Why do you have to worry about getting beat up at your own damn job just because someone mismanaged their life? So they want to steal and commit a crime. So now you got to worry about catching the fade, as people would call it, while you're at your job. That person's trying to make a decent living too. They're trying to, do what they can to get money for their family to provide food. You see, they're doing it, and you're making that person's job, that much harder just because you didn't plan things right. That's pretty sad.
Like, if you asset protection, honestly, I'm going to keep it a buck. If I was y'all, because I used to work in asset protection, I'd definitely be looking the other way. Because y'all know, when shit like this happen in Chicago, it get really wild.
You're going to look the other way as asset protection. That's your main job, is to prevent theft. So you look the other way, that means you put your job in jeopardy to help somebody out. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. I'm like, I'm gonna look away while you steal. So it's like, what's the point of having a job then? You're part of the problem.
And I'm just letting you know, this not the time for you to be getting beat on and punched on for $16 to $18 an hour. It's absolutely not worth it.
That's sad though. Like it's not the time to be getting beat on for $16, $17 an hour. But do you see how you sound though? Like, people don't pay attention to the shit that they say before they upload it onto some type of social media platform. Oh, that sounds good. I'm gonna put it up on there. First off, we see your face, so and your name is up here, so people know who you are, or they can find you easily. And you're saying this, and whatever job that you have, that means if you have some type of retail job or something like that, and this is your beliefs, they can find you, take this to your people, your employment. Yeah, this is how she feels. So if they come up here, she's going to turn the other way. People don't think about shit like that. That's how a lot of these people get caught. Like the one chick that, recording kids and saying what she said online, and she got her stuff deleted and got fired. Y'all just don't think. Like, even that though, like, where's the common decency? Why would you want to do that? Just uphold the law. I get it. People are going through dire straits right now. Okay, I got it. So find alternative means, like, food pantries, churches, stuff like that. Go, find something to get a quick job to get you through. Let's just do crime. Let's just, commit crime. The government has a plan. They understand that if they stop people's food stamps, those folks might start stealing from other shops. So you should really get ready and safeguard your home and food, because things are about to get wild out there. Sorry about the phone ringing. It's far away from me. I don't feel like going to grab it. Beautiful nail color, and you're right. Thank you, for real. People better tread lightly. It's also funny how y'all letting people know in advance. I know, right? That's like they can't just go hire a police officer just to post up. And they could just shut down, if there's two entrances like Walmart, they just shut down one entrance and have everybody funnel through out the one. And they have their police officers right there. Then what? Or they can't get off at the same time. No, but he can shoot. Y'all don't think about stuff like that. I'm telling you, this generation, y'all just stupid. Exactly. It's about to get crazy. Yeah, it just goes on and on. Like, people just willing to crash out. Makes no sense. What's this?
So now that they are cutting SNAP, EBT, and food stamps, the word on the streets is people are planning to go to Walmart and wherever else they need to get their groceries, whatever they need, and push on up out of there. And they talking about, hey, I'm gonna have my cousin, my homie, my partners, whoever with me. So if you decide to walk up out of there and risk your whatever change they paying you per hour and come up out here and try to do something, you're gonna be laid up out. You know?
It's crazy. Like, why is it always the same demographic of people? It's like black folks, most women, but it's always the same. It's like, and like me being me, I get bundled into this category. That's how people see us all. People who rob, steal, and kill to do whatever they can because we don't manage our lives appropriately. Until you get to know me, this is how people view me, and it's because of people like this. And when we speak out about it, we're the coons, we're the Uncle Toms, we're the bootlickers, all the other stuff, because we believe in decency, and they believe in degeneracy.
I mean, so it's like, it's crazy out here. First they fucking with your housing, and I told y'all, I warned y'all about that, what they doing. Now they fucking with your children's stomachs, your stomachs.
See, it's the thing. You guys vote for certain things. If we had just a one-party system, it'd make more sense. But have a two-party system, so you guys vote against your better judgment and your things that you actually want. We have one side, the Republicans, they want certain things. They want to pass certain laws, keep America great again. Stop. Close all the borders, stop illegal migrants, stop giving all our money to people who come here illegally. And the Democratic side, they want oppose that. They want to give our money to those that want to come here illegally and other stuff. Yeah, I get it. People gonna come in. What about the billions of dollars they gave to Argentina and Ukraine and all these other places? Okay, I'm no. That's something completely different. We talk about here in the homeland.
Now they about to have you out here stealing in these damn grocery stores, and
they ain't gonna have you do it. You choose to do that. There's always somewhere an alternate way of getting money.
And already changed them laws and made felonies for stealing. It's a whole setup.
I'm tired of hearing this. It's not a setup. It's just people. I don't know. I have money for food because I work. Exactly. EBT for the needy, not the greedy. I know, like if you need it, I'm not saying that if you're disabled, if you're an elderly person, you're retired, all this other stuff. Those who need it. Okay, got it. But don't like I'm 47. There's 50 years, 60 years olds even that are perfectly able-bodied people. If you're not retired, you got to do like everybody else does. Get out there, make it happen, get a job, do something. I understand like if you have some type of mental cognitive disorder, physical disorder where you can't do certain things, I got it. So there's always an exception, but those that can need to do it because you got these same people, they have a job, it may pay low, they make enough. Okay, get out there, do something alternate, like Uber, Lyft, whatever, get money. And then these same people that they can get stuff and they get food stamps and they're going to go fall in line at these food dispensaries to get even more. So you take it away from those who actually need it. You got those type of demons out there too. They have armed security ready. Of course they will. They should. And the police will be there. So there's that. Excuse me. People don't understand that, that's a thing. People just want to go commit crime just because they don't, plan their lives accordingly, which is sad.
Yo, y'all got Walmart so messed up. They said they shutting down all stores November 1st. That is crazy. That's crazy. Y'all gonna steal that much? You're gonna steal that much?
Starting November, all Walmart stores will close their doors to in-person shoppers only. Employees will be allowed inside while customers will have to shop online or use curbside pickup. The company's message to shoppers is do your shopping before November because you won't be coming in here with that mess. According to internal discussions, do your shopping before November because you won't be coming in here with that mess.
Is this real? Because they wouldn't use that in the. Okay, yeah, it's fake. No, Walmart will not be closed November 1st. All rumors about closure due to SNAP benefits running out are false. Walmart continues to operate normally as a company has not announced any closures, and the store operations are not tied to federal benefit schedules. So, like I said, at the very least, what they'll do is shut down one section. Because normally Walmart has 2, 3 openings if you include the, I guess well, 4 technically. You got the tire changer side. They shut that down. They shut down the side with the garden, and then they have like the 2 main front entry signs. So they just shut down one of those. So they funnel people out one, and it prevents people from trying to go out and steal. So there's that. Lies, deception, more lies. I don't think it's true. I'm going to ask my friend. They work at their Walmart. So yeah, this is probably fake news. So yeah, some BS.
So we got people out here crashing out because a lot of people are not showing any sympathy for the possibility of those people that get food stamps not getting them in the month of November. You know how many people I've seen sell food stamps to get their hair done, nails done, their toes done, buy an outfit to go to the club, drugs?
Right there.
A lot. If I've seen it, other people seen it. You know what? That's why people don't give 2 fucks. I've seen women get a new man. The man got the food stamp. Now, the food stamp is for her and her kids. The man has the food stamp card and he in the grocery store buying shit that he want. People see that shit. The what? They don't give 2 fucks.
Tell them, Auntie.
You know, some kids go to school and get breakfast and lunch, no dinner, because mama now sold the food stamps for shit that she wanted. Dumb people don't give 2 fucks.
See, yeah, exactly. She's mentioned a whole bunch of things. I've heard about stuff like that. People, they'll go get food stamps. They'll be like, oh, I got $400, $500 food stamps. Even here in Seattle, there was a news report about, I think, like last week, where the homeless people, a lot of them get the EBT card, and what they'll do, they go sell it to someone who's a dealer for, like, if it's like $400, they sell it to like $100. So that person can then get $100 worth of, drugs. So $400 going to these people, and those people then flip it for $200, $300 and give it to somebody else. And they make all this money, illegal, like, I don't know, racketeering, if you call it that. All this going on here in Seattle. And they've been busting people left and right, and it's still going because, these homeless people, they're authorized to get these food stamp cards, and they go get them. They just go around and sell them, get their fentanyl and the new car fentanyl stuff. So, yeah, that's the thing that's going on here.
So don't get me wrong, it's not everybody, but people see some fucked up shit. So they're like, who cares? And people are saying, well, what about my kids? Well, yeah, what about your kids when you had the food stamps, you out there selling them? What did you think about your children then?
Nope.
People are seeing this, and people are like, well, nobody don't care. You don't go through no hardships. This, that, and third. You can't say people hadn't gone through hardships. People just deal with them differently.
Yep,
but
exactly.
The fucked up shit that people do, people see that. So now people are like, I don't care. They be like, what about... Girl coming here, she was talking about them food stamps. And, I asked the question only as Aunt Viv can. I said, are you mad that you might not get food stamps to feed your kids, or are you mad that you might not get food stamps to sell this month? And she got mad. And I was like, I'm just asking the question. I say, because you sell your food stamps every month.
Yeah, that's why she got mad, because she knows you called out on it. Are you mad because you won't be able to feed your kids, or are you mad because you won't be able to go sell them to get your nails, your lashes, all this other bullshit? The kids come after. When they get down to like the last, few $100 or $100 or less towards the end of the month, that's when they start spending on their kids. But up until that point, they got to go out there, get dressed all up, because they got to chase that bag, right? That's how they do, chase the bag.
I'm like, so which are you mad at? You mad at you got to go out there and spend money and feed your kids, and you don't have them food stamps to sell and have the extra money in your pocket, do shit that you don't want to spend your money on? Are you mad at that? Let me know. And she got mad, but only Aunt Viv can ask that question. So shit's about to get real. Instead of y'all moaning and groaning about it, y'all got to come up with a plan, because y'all worrying about November. Y'all better think about 6 months to a year down the road, or the next 4 years, because this administration is trying to cut off all that shit. All them shit some Democrats did to give people shit, to make people life a little bit easier, they're about to cut all that shit off. Crashing out because...
Okay, hold on. Let me go. Food stamps should only be for veterans, the elderly, and disabled individuals. I wouldn't necessarily say veterans. I'd say veterans that are older, which will apply to, the elderly, because I'm a veteran. I don't get food stamps. I don't need to, because I have retirement, VA, all the other stuff. So why should I get it? But I get what they're trying to say, their sentiments about it, but yeah. 2 Thessalonians 3:10, New Testament, for even when we were with you, we gave you the rule. If anyone will not work, neither shall they eat. Amen. That's the word from God, I guess. He's heartless too. Your kids are your responsibility, not mine. They don't be crying when it's income tax time. They don't have any sympathy for me when I have to pay taxes every year. Same here. I pay taxes every year. Nobody complains about that. I don't complain about it. Oh, I got to pay taxes. Because my taxes go to help those in need, apparently. It should never be seen as I fucked it all up. My bad. I should never seen a brand new $75,000 truck SUV parked in government assistance. Yeah, government assistance housing. You see that? They be having these cars, $75,000 or more. Escalades. Dodge Charger, SRT, Scat Pack, all them shits on rims, and they live in the government assistance. So that lets you know, because you know somebody who's doing that, who's driving around. They got food stamps. They live in government assistance. You see them driving on these big ass trucks, having all these brand name clothes on. Versus like the common person, we could be just living chilling. I don't put my money into shit like that. So they're not placing their money to the priorities that they need to. Then they want to go cry foul when I need my EBT so I can go sell, so I can sling rock and do all this other bullshit, versus me actually take care of my priorities and my responsibilities.
I have had no food in my home for 10 days. And to everyone telling me to get a job and that this is my fault, no. This is your responsibility as a taxpayer to support me and my 6 babies. This is your fault. My food stamps were...
The fuck?
No.
I have had no food in my home for 10 days. And to everyone...
Okay, never mind. I think it's sore. Yeah, it's cut off. So, yeah, this is bullshit. But the thing is, with AI, it learns from prior information loaded up onto the internet. So, typical black person or woman complaining about food stamps, my kids, how many kids, they have and shit like that. So, AI is even starting to show this whole black fatigue thing. That's crazy. Let me see. What the fuck? I didn't get that memo. Wait, I have 6 babies? Can't be true. I work 7 days a week to put food on the table just saying I'm Abaju's Native American. I butchered the hell out of that. I don't look for excuses. Hey y'all, why y'all so obsessed with black women? Because it's learning. This is what black people put on the internet, and so AI learns from what you feed into it. Let's see what these comments got to say. Maybe because they're the ones having the meltdown, scream as taxpayers to support them and all their babies. They took responsibility to have them when they laid down in unprotected sex. Where do you hear black women saying this anywhere but in these AI videos? But it's true. AI, no. Yeah, that's funny. It's like all AI shit, so yeah.
So do you really think they're going to look at you with all these groceries, packing it in your car, about to go home and feed your family from the, hard-earned money that you made from working your job that afforded you the affordability to buy those groceries? They ain't going to give a fuck. They ain't going to care. They going to snatch them bags up out your hand and be like, I wish you would.
Boy. Y'all can't. Now you gotta try to rob people now.
They might try.
That's what I'm saying. They might try. They might try.
I'm gonna start. I'm telling you.
Boy.
This is gonna be a thing. People are gonna.
Nigga, the people in the fucking comments talking about they about to murder somebody over a fucking peanut butter jelly sandwich. Bitch, Instacart. Shipped.
That's what I'm saying.
It's about to be some bullshit.
Why did volume change?
I'm about to go in that bitch masked up, you hear me? Masked up, bragging every damn thing off the damn shelf, throwing that shit in the basket, walking clean about it. Well, got me fucked up.
Look at this dude.
Thanksgiving, you hear me? And Christmas coming up, and y'all gonna take away nigga EBT?
He looked like one of those rappers that went broke because he did something stupid. Like one of those 90s rappers who mismanaged his funds, spent it all on alcohol and cars and houses and shit, and didn't pay his taxes and lost it all. That's what he looks like.
Oh, nah, y'all got the game really fucked up. Y'all got the game fucked all the way up, son. Believe it. Watch this. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch this, you heard me? Watch this. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. I'm gonna go in that Walmart with a basket, and I'm gonna rack all kind of shit. I'm gonna throw that shit on the basket, I'm gonna walk right about that bitch.
It's funny. It's like, It's not always them, but it's always one of them. And people want to cry racism and stereotype and all this. There's a reason for it. These videos are just popping up in order. It's a reason for it. Because this is what we see. This is what fuels TikTok. You know, there's always some truth within stereotypes. And this is a perfect example. This is how we're seen. Like I said, I don't believe in type of shit like this. I'm an upstanding law-abiding citizen. I try to live away. I put myself apart from this type of activity. But until that person who's looking at me from the outside gets to know me, this is what they view me as.
Put this in the car. Phew, I'm out of the gone.
Okay, first and foremost, I can barely understand what he's saying. But okay,
Exactly.
all right, your EBT is going to be shut off. Your only plan right now is to go and steal from Walmart, and you're going to load up the cart and you're going to try to run away with it. All right, and nobody is going to stop you. All right, I understand that. So here's the crazy thing is, you already know that this is coming. Why not find a different option? Why not find a job?
It makes too much sense, lady. I'm on my sentiments exactly what you're saying, but it makes too much sense. To certain groups of individual, that level of thought, thinking process, it's never, matured in their brain. So they don't get their way, cause harm, cause chaos. That's what children do. So there you go.
Okay? If this is the biggest issue that you have and you want to solve it by putting yourself in danger, by one, probably picking up a felony at the same time, depending on what state you're at, it's crazy. But the notion that you feel so entitled that you're going to go steal from Walmart or Target or whatever grocery store because you couldn't get off your ass to do something is fucking wild. You heard me?
You heard me? That's what I'm saying. You heard me? Well, I bet you go in this house. I bet he got like a PlayStation. I bet he got like Xbox, Nintendo Switches, like 30 pairs of Jordans. He's got like Gucci belts and all these other bullshit. I bet you, people like that, they do. They're, oh, is this racist? Like, I don't care. But it's a fact though. Go with somebody who's living in government systems. Look how they live. Check how much shit they got. They probably got more. He has me speaking like him. They have more shit like that, electronic stuff, in their place than you. The person who's actually working honestly, living an honest life. They have better cars than we do. I don't know about mine. I got a nice 4Runner, but they have better vehicles than we do, generally. Better clothes, better everything else inside that place because they're putting all their money, to slang and all this other stuff, illicit activities they're doing, they put it towards that. Or people who be, frauding the system, they get thousands of dollars in SNAP benefits every month and they have a job. They say, oh, I ain't got a job, I ain't got this. They putting stuff in other people's names and stuff like that. But yeah. Gonna be Thanksgiving in jail. Yeah, they be eating them turkey cutlets in jail. I say turkey cutlets just because being in the military, those who've been in the military know when you're serving the whole entire installation, they don't go give you like an actual turkey. The Air Force does because the Air Force has they bougie like that. But the Army, Marines specifically, we get those turkey cutlets, those half dry, half moist. You don't know, what part of turkey it is because it's all meshed together. We get those for Thanksgiving. He looks like a grown-ass man and should be working freaking lazy people. I can't stand it. Yeah, exactly. He could be out there Ubering. I keep saying Uber because Uber is always trying to take people. He's not an illegal alien, so he can get the job. All you got to do is have insurance and a registered car and a clean driver's record, license. You should be good. I don't get it. Get a job. You heard me? Trying to get a job. Here it is right here. What's this? It's official. The USDA is imposing new work requirements for receiving SNAP benefits starting November 1st in all states. Starting November 1st, 2025, the USDA will enforce new nationwide SNAP work requirements for able-bodied adults without dependents, requiring at least 80 hours of work or training monthly to retain benefits, significantly tightening waivers and state exemptions. So basically 20 hours a week. You can knock that out in 2 to 3 days, depending on how hard you want to work, and have the rest of the week to sit on your ass and make TikTok videos. But people aren't going to do that because it's hard. Working's hard. Again, I always have to preface this by saying I know everybody, isn't in that position. Not everybody, is jobless, is getting food stamps. I know this, but people will say it anyway. So I'm gonna continue saying it. 6 foot, 220 pounds. I'll do my best to stop these people from fun, for fun. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going to say that, Walmart is going to have like hired cops, because it is holiday season. They get extra money, extra pay. So they'll post a few cops up, at Costco, Walmart, Target, whatever grocery store. Then what you going to do? And specifically those that have their face up, they can just print their face and just wait for these people to come out the store. So people don't think. People don't think. But anyway, that's my thoughts. That's my opinion about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let's get this conversation started. I like having fun with this. This is pretty good. Like, share, subscribe. Help a brother out. It's free. I promise you. I will not ask for any donations, any buy me a coffee thing. That's not I'm good. Just the YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell. Let you know when you get more content loaded up by me. And give me a thumbs up. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.